What's up, Juventini? Alberto here. It is June 4th. I got all the latest news around Juventus, just like I do every single day of the year, okay? So if you're new here, smash the subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and stick with me the rest of the way through the Mercato. But Marzio touches on all the big topics around Juventus. Douglas Luiz McKennie swap, Chiesa breakdown with Juve. Marzio touches on that and more, and we're going to kick it off with that swap deal. Apparently, he says Juventus is pushing for this swap move between Luiz and McKennie. The valuations are as follows: 60 million euros for Luiz, 30 million euros for McKennie. There are contract demands of 6.5 million per season for Douglas Luiz. Juventus is obviously going to try and maneuver and see if they can find a closer agreement between the two players, okay, in this swap move, but they are pushing for this according to Marzio, and in my personal opinion, yes, please push for this move. I said it all along. If one player leaves Juventus, the next player coming in, we need to see an upgrade. We need to see an improvement. And I have no doubts that Luiz is an improvement on Weston McKennie. This move, do you want to see it done? Yes or no? Hit me in the comments. Now, Marzio touches on Federico Chiesa. Yesterday, that was the big breaking news, that there is a breakdown between Juventus and Chiesa. All right. And Marzio states he is in fact on the market. All right. And he says if preseason hits and Chiesa's around, Motta might change his mind. But as of right now, Marzio states that Motta is absolutely fine with the prospects of selling Federico Chiesa. Now, the one tidbit out of this drop from Marzio that I don't believe in is preseason making a difference. If there is no bridge gap renewal found between Juventus and Chiesa, there is no way we can hit preseason with this guy going into a final contract year. That is far too close for him hitting the season start. And then if we hit the season start and this guy is still around on only a 1 year, we get absolutely nothing out of it. So I don't see it happening. If there is no bridge renewal, okay, and shortly after the Euros end, we should see a move, because if preseason hits, we have dropped the ball. Agree, disagree? Hit me in the comments, okay? Now, Di Gregorio deal, Marzio, it is done, okay? And Fabrizio Romano stating it's done. Nico Schira stating it's done. 20 million total, 18 million euro purchase price, 2 million in add-ons. Starts off as a loan in early 2025, becomes obligation. That'll be one of the next moves announced for Juventus. Now, we get to Miretti. Genoa has now all of a sudden become a club that could be a landing spot for the player. We still have Bologna, Monza, and Empoli in the background, but apparently could all come down to Thiago Motta and what he is going to want done with Miretti. A loan or an outright sale. Really depends. And also in the midfield, I'm thinking we're only going to see two guys coming in. So one of Miretti or Caviglia could also potentially remain. But right now, all signs are pointing to, at the bare minimum, a loan move for Miretti. And now Genoa is in the mix. All right. Wojciech Szczesny. For the first time, we get news that he is in fact considering the offers. Offer from England on the table and a big one from Saudi Arabia at 2-year deal with 15 million per year. And in fact, he is thinking about it. And maybe because the Di Gregorio deal is done, Juve starting to look another way, maybe, just maybe, he does want to go somewhere else to finish out his playing days. But obviously the prospect of just shutting it down is also there for Szczesny, which we have heard loose rumors about after the Euros end. We will have to see. Bayer Leverkusen, they are in for Matthias Sule. We might see an offer coming our way on the youngster. We will see. Motta, in the next couple days, we should get the signature, and then you'll start seeing the player deals wrap up. I personally feel that's going to be the first domino moving forward here. Koopmeiners still listed as the main guy for Juventus, and apparently he wants Juve. Juve going to push. And the last piece, a good piece, a positive piece. Official agreement has been made and there is a mutual agreement to terminate contracts between Juventus and Massimiliano Allegri. Now, when the news first broke out, everybody jumping on it and saying this is Juve's out. They do not have to pay him anything. I said, I want to wait and see, because I'm pretty sure and confident there will be a severance package there if he was set to do a legal battle. And there is, in fact, a severance package of 4 to 5 million euros for Massimiliano Allegri. This is still a big positive, and we still save around the 7 million euro mark, okay? But this was all done by Elkan. Elkan came in and cleaned this up and prevented a nasty, ugly legal battle, which would have been brutal. And now we can clean things up and move forward in a much better fashion. So bravo to Elkan on this one. And that wraps up your news break to June 4th. But you all know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, turn those notifications on, share the content. Let's keep growing this AJC army. But the best part for me, I gotta hear from all of you what you think about Di Marzio touching on all those topics. How do you feel about the Chiesa situation? Douglas Luiz, do you want him? What do you think's happening with Wojciech Szczesny? Hit me on it all. Let's mix it up. I'll be back tomorrow as always. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.